Hello, my sweet friends, and welcome to DIY with Nadia. Today we are making a patriotic tablecloth wreath. This wreath cost me $5 plus decor. I'm so excited to do another tablecloth wreath. Today I'm using this star wreath form from the Dollar Tree. And then I grabbed some of these plastic table covers. Make sure you grab the rectangular one, not the oval or the circle. And this one is 54 by 108 inches or 1.37 by 2.74 meters. I took one of each color, red, white, and blue. The first thing I'm going to do is just remove the tablecloth from the little plastic container. And the most important thing is do not unfold it. Leave it as it is. And what we're going to do first is cut the tablecloth in half. After I cut my tablecloth in half, I'm going to cut each half in half lengthwise. Now I'm going to take these two side ones and I'm going to just find my center. And then I'm going to cut them in half. Now you should have 6 stacks of strips that are about 1.5 inch to 2 inches in width. Next, we're going to grab each one of our stacks, fold them in half, and cut them one more time, just like that. Now that our little strips are all done, they should be about, as I said, 1.5 inches in width and 6 to 6.5 inches in length. Next, I'm going to take a little section at a time, and then just about 3 inches in, I'm going to start making these kind of petal looking or leaf looking endings right here from both sides, kind of just swing in. The coolest part about this is they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be even, just as long as they have little points right here. And then the next thing you have to watch out is when this tablecloth is folded, it is folded on the endings right here. In some places you will find your tablecloth not going all the way through because it was a little bit bent right here or something. All you have to do is just grab your scissors and cut on an angle to take care of that little corner, and that's it. It's not going to be noticeable at the end of the day, and you just move on and do the other side. I have all my little petals cut up, and I'm just going to start with the red, and I'm going to do 2 of each. So 2 of red, 2 of white, 2 of blue, and just repeat that over and over again. I also like to start from the inner row, just because as you're working out, it's easier to work on this one at the end. And I also like to put it on something so it's easy to get underneath here. And just like that, I'm going to tie just a little tie right here, right in the center. Don't pull too hard, because if you pull too hard, it'll stretch. So just grab another one. You should have plenty. In the beginning, there's just not a lot. It's going to look open. And just remember that all of this is going to come up, and you're going to see all that beautiful petal endings. And I also keep it nice and tight as I'm making it. Especially this wreath form is kind of open. So I do make sure just to keep it nice and tight. Right there in the back, there's going to be plenty of these. And I'm just going to continue going all the way around the first row. In case you're wondering if one tie is enough, it really is. I've made a lot of these wreaths, and you really don't have to double tie. Especially, you're going to make them nice and tight next to each other. They're really not going to be moving except for the little petals in the air. So this is going to be nice and secure. And just keep on going until you can't put any more petals on that row. Here is the first row all done. It is nice and full, and I wanted to show you something. When you're doing this, keep on pulling it to the side so you can fit more and more in, just to make sure that you have it nice and full. And I'm telling you, you're going to have plenty of it left. And look how full. This is just row 1. We still have this middle row to go and the outer row. But this is all done. Now, one more thing. When you're all done with this, don't throw away your little leaves. These are from previous projects. And I just have them sorted kind of by color. And then at the end, if we want, we can do some kind of a fun wreath with all kinds of different colors. So just kind of collect them just as they are. Just keep them somewhere safe, and then we can do something eclectic and something fun with different colors. For the outside layer, I just put my wreath upside down and just went along all the sides. And now all I'm going to do is just kind of turn all of those out, just turning them out to the front. And then we're going to see the big, beautiful wreath that we got. And now anything that's left in between the rows here, I try to send back so it all goes to the front. There we go, like these little strays right here. Just make sure they're going to the front. And here we go. Here is our beautiful, fluffy star wreath. And I absolutely love going like this. I love fluffing it out. It feels so fun. Look at the beautiful colors. And now we are going to decorate. As far as the decoration, because this is so busy, I decided to go as simple as I can. I got these at Hobby Lobby at 90% off. The first thing I got were these stars, and I took the white one off because when I have a busy wreath like this, I try to brighten it up with something white. And look how it stands out. It's nice and simple, it's white. Next, I got this headband at the Dollar Tree, and I absolutely love this mesh tube. It has silver, blue, and red little ribbon going throughout. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo it right here at the top, and where it has the little squeeze right there, I'm going to use that as my center guide. And then I'm also going to use this one. Why not? We already have it on hand. The red ribbon that it came with, I'm just going to use it to help us out here. I'm going to tie it right in the center where 2 of these are. As you're looking at your tubing, what you want to do is grab where you want your little loop to go, and then you're going to twist it. When you twist it, that's when it's going to fall the way you need it to fall, and just hold that in place. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to loop it, and then we're going to twist that. And when you twist it, that's where it's going to go this way really nicely. And right now, I'm just going to take this red ribbon, tie it, double knot it so it doesn't go anywhere. Let's see what it looks like on our star. I want it a little smaller, so let's pull it back just a little bit here. Okay, I like that. I'm going to grab it and tie it one more time, but we're gonna go really tight this time. And now where you want your tail to end, that's where you wanna tie a little knot. And I don't want these to be too long. I'm just going to tie a knot right there. As you're doing it, you wanna kind of, there you go, that's pretty good. Make sure you do it at the same length on the other side. And I'm holding them together and just kind of moving this knot to match this one. And just cut about 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch underneath the little tie. We have a sweet little bow. For the center of the bow, you can leave it as is. You can use a little button, but because it kind of has sparkles here and there, I am going to grab a medium size vase filler, and this one's just the regular white one. I'm going to cut it about 1/3 from the bottom here, so it holds its kind of, you know, globe kind of look. I'm going to hot glue it right in the center. So first things first, let's hot glue our bow right to the star where we want it, and then a big dollop of hot glue on our little vase filler. We're going to put that right on top, and I'm just going to hold it in place until it cools. Look at this, how adorable is this little star. Now I'm just going to flip it over, Put some hot glue right in the center. And this time I'm just going to use one pipe cleaner. I have this one. It's fairly strong. It's big. And it'll hold really nicely to the sides there. I'm going to put more hot glue on top. And then I'm just going to seal it in place with a little fabric. It's like a felt fabric right here. I'm just going to seal it in. It's going to go nowhere. Let that dry. Now I'm just centering it on the wreath, flipping it over, and tying it in place. Try to squeeze it in. This is how tight I have it, that I can't even squeeze this in, because you want a lot of that to be left. And by the way, I used up all my tablecloth and even had a few petals left over. So the 3 packs for a star wreath form from the Dollar Tree is more than enough. And now I'm just going to wrap it around. If yours will reach right here, that's even better. But just tie it around where you got a little spot and it should hold nicely. Just make sure you use a pipe cleaner that's nice and strong. One more thing, a few of you asked about the weather and leaving this outside. It all depends on the decor that you have. This plastic will stay outside. It will be fine in the rain and everything. It might fade a little bit in the sun. So keep that in mind. This is outside friendly.